Okay, this video is for my cousin, but just sharing it on my site. So one of the key things I do for my sourdough starter is I have a simple little jar for it. This is actually an old peanut butter jar. So I've got it emptied out down to about a quarter of the space available. And what I typically will do is I do that to make sure I feed the sourdough starter plenty before I then try to use it. So for example, I got my sourdough starter and I will pour some flour into the container. So I like to pour a healthy amount of flour in there, so you can almost see it. And then I take a fork and I just pour some cold water in and stir it. So in this case, I've got the water right up pretty close to the top. And I just stir the flour in to make sure it's completely incorporated. And it also mixes the sourdough starter in with the flour and the water. And so it's about the consistency of like kind of like a pancake batter. And if it looks a little dry, I'll try to add just a little bit more water to finish it off. But the reason why I go all the way to the top is because when I put the lid on it and let the sourdough starter grow, once it starts growing, it'll actually spill out of the container. So that really lets me know that the yeast is nice and active, and I can go ahead and start trying to make a dough that night. So if I don't see that happening, I will start the process all over again and feed it again, because what I want to do is make sure that the yeast is fully active. And one of the ways to test that is to take a small sample and put it in a bowl of water, and the yeast should very easily float. If it's kind of sinking, then it might be somewhat active, but it's not nearly as active as it should be. So anyway, I'll post another video once this is grown on the counter and show you what it generally looks like once the yeast sourdough starter is ready.